Everything I do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another hell session on JJ's PC Builds. You know it is. I'm with you once again. First time here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Don't forget about the notification bell. Hello, machine. Yes, you're first. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully everybody on Discord knows to be here. If they don't, we'll try to leave them a message, so that way they know we're live. And you know, I'm going to give it a couple minutes this time for everybody to get in on the action. As you know, we got a lot of things to talk about today. We really do. I mean, guys, I know there's going to be a lot of controversy about the 50-50. I'm going to tell you there's going to be a lot of controversy about it. There's three reasons why there might be something better than the 50-50. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon of every review. You got many different, you know, sorry about that. I guess I dropped connection for some reason. I don't see why. But anyway, guys, you got many different GPUs out there. You got the 9060 XT 16 gigabyte, probably more expensive, and you got the 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte, you know. But if you need a low-end GPU and you want to stick with 8 gigabytes of VRAM, that's up to you. I mean, even Machine out there, even Mr. Machine out there got a crown. What's up with the crown, my brother? We need to talk about that crown. Where'd you get that crown from? Is there something that I left out there that nobody else knows about? What's going on with that? You got a crown? Huh. I have to wait and see what you got cooking there, because that's the first time I seen you with that big old crown on. Oh, you move that. Oh, I remember a while back. We were talking about doing that I have no idea, my friend. I have no idea right now. It's just what I see from here. You got a crown on. So, I'll show you in a moment. So, okay, you got a crown on. You see, you got this purple crown. I just noticed that. So, and if I go off like that, you got a purple crown on. So, I just wanted to bring that up really quick for some reason. You got a purple crown on. I'm the king. Well, make sure you got your drinking snacks, Mr. King. For sure. All right. Let's get to business, guys. Well, let's get to business. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go over here. Let's see. I'll take you there in a moment. You'll just have to be patient with me because I got to go through my history and see what's up. Game ready drivers. Okay. I know we talked about this last time on let me go through more of my history because I got to pull everything back up. There we go. Okay. Give me a moment, guys. I'm just setting up what I got to set up right now. Let's see. Alrighty. All right, now we got some good things to talk about here. We got some good things to talk about. Hey, Winston, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hell, William, welcome back once again, both of y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully everything's working well while I was waiting for you guys to come in. Okay, let's get to business here. All right, as we're searching through the business, and I have to move that over there, get that out of the way. Yeah, we need that right there. We needed a bigger cursor. You're officially AMD. Yay, you got the 6750. That's cool there, Winston. Congratulations, my friend, on a bigger GPU. Some people, it might not be much, but to some people it is. But that 6750 going to do you wonders. And everything's not all about ray tracing. Some people love rasterization. So, you know, like I said, it's not just, we just don't, you know, focus on one thing. We've tried to focus on everything here. It's just lately I haven't really focused much on what's going on with AMD. But the tide's going to be turning, especially with Intel, AMD. The tide's going to be turning because they're going to be having a little bit more focus than usual. So, Oh, it's a ranking system for the community, like Twitch. It has its, oh, if you gift membership, donate. No, I got you now. I got you now, man. Well, now I'm going to tell you, Winston, if it works for you, man, if you're happy with that graphics card, roll with it. Have fun on it. Don't worry about the rest of the drama. You know, there's always going to be another day where you're going to want to get something bigger. So until then, you can save your dollars up and then work towards that next big thing. So it just doesn't have to be all in one day. I do understand that. But hey, if you're rocking with it, rock with it. And that's what matters the most. Just like what we're going to be looking right here at the 5050. Because I wanted to do some in-depth detailing. Like blowing this up. So that way everybody can see a little bit better. And I'll pull my head out of the way too. There, now I pulled my head out of the way. All right, now back to business. I blew it up so you guys can see it. This is, you know, benchmarks, but we'll go through them. Steel Nomad, it looks like 2303 for the 5050 and 2255 for the 4060, and the 3060 is 1876. It looks like they're using the 3060 as a baseline. But it looks like that Steel Nomad, the 5050, was doing really well. We will get on the Discord chat about that after the stream. Oh. And if you guys haven't been on Discord yet and you don't know where it's at and you want to become a part of the Discord family, then what we can do is we can take and push a link up on the channel for you. And you gotta get rid of all that nonsense. Okay, so edit the link. Yeah, we don't want to never generate. Copy. Okay. Now, I'm going to set you guys in a link. There. And I'll pin the message. There. Now you got a link to the Discord. I pinned it for you, so there you go. So if you want to become a Discord member, you got no problem. Just click on the link. It'll take you there and just add yourself in. And when we go to Discord later, then we'll catch up with you and we'll chat and we'll have a good time. So, okay. Back to business. Okay. I gotta get my calculator out too. I am just slacking today. Let's see. Steel Nomad. Let's do this. Let's see what the difference is between the 4060 and the 5050. So we got 2255 minus 2303. So there's only a 48-point difference. Now, guys, Listen up. Truthfully, that is sad. You would hope that there would be like more than 0.048% difference between the two. Not even 1% difference. It's not even close to 0.5% difference. So I don't know. That just doesn't seem right. We're not going to be worried about the 3060 with the 5050. Then that's not a good comparison. This 4060 and 5050 is a good comparison, I think. So let's go to Speedway. Let's see what the difference is. We got 2602 for the 4070 or 4060. Might as well say 4070. No, 4060. So 2602. And you minus that from 2478. Okay, so you got 1.24 in the favor of the 4060. So about even on Steel Nomad. 1%, a little over 1% difference on Speedway. Let's see. Port Royal, we got a 6124. You know, minus that from 5912. So you got a 2% difference. Some don't seem right with these tests. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm thinking there's something ain't right. I don't think there's something right there. And why am I, you guys are asking yourself, why am I going through all this trouble? Well, I'm going through all this trouble because I know this is synthetic. Okay, we'll do one more, like Fire Strike. We'll do Fire Strike. Let's see. The 5050's got 27,162. And it's supposed to be running faster than the 4060, which is 26,926. So a little over 2%. You know, that's got me curious, guys. This is I'm gonna tell you, this has got me curious. And I'm gonna tell you why in just a moment. And I'm going to show you. Let's see. What did I put it under? Benchmark. 5700X. 3D Mark. Let's say that was Fire Strike. That's why. I got a bigger score. And that was done August the 14th, 2023. I did that on August the 14th, 2023. And it's bigger than this. So don't you think the 50-50 should have been somewhat up in the neighborhood? Probably not. Probably should have been. Close to the neighborhood of 330,000 just on that alone. I would have thought. But also, too, we got to remember, and this is something that blew my mind and thought about it. Is this 50-50 Ada Lovelace or is it Blackwell? You know, I asked Copilot that question. Is the 50-50 Ada Lovelace or is it Blackwell? And you know what Copilot said? It's Ada Lovelace. Because it's running GDDR6 and that's it. So what CPU are they using? Let's see, let's find out. Let's minimize this. What CPU are they using? We're looking. DDR5 6800 memory, 9800X3D. The card was tested on a system with an AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D processor and DDR5 6800 memory. According to the test, the RTX 5050 is slightly inferior to the RTX 4060. Says Inno3D in their summary. The card performed well in synthetic benchmarks, while the RTX 4060 leads the gaming test. And the testing that they did was right here. And what did they use? That's what I'm looking for, to see what they used. Looks like they used 1080p max quality and RTX on. RTX on, that what do you, I know what that's well, I know it's Blackwell, bro. And that I know. I mean, I just thought that was kind of funny because it kind of sounded to me like a glitch. You know, to me it sounded like a glitch. Yeah, I understand. It's entry level Blackwell. But they're using, what do you call it? What were they using? Damn. See, my mind's all wrapped around this. We'll pull up NVIDIA app. Maybe I can remember what they were using. Oh yeah, that was that DLSS reflex. It was that reflex they were using. But why would they use the reflex when it's having issues? That's what I don't get. That's what I don't get. You need to test the 50-50 with DSR. Yeah, I know. That would be something to test it, bro. I mean, I do agree with you 100% on that. Definitely would have to test it on DSR with 4K. Even though everybody says it's not, I do understand, and you know, it might not be full-fledged 4K, but it pushes the resolution up to that height. And that's what I like. Less latency, better quality. So that's what that RTX on is, that reflex. I could be wrong about it. You guys can quote me in on it. But from what this is showing, that they're at 1080p max quality with reflex on, they're getting 86 FPS when the 4060 is getting 190, and that's 104.7% faster than the 5050. The 3060 I'm not going to worry about. That's in Cyberpunk. At 1080p, 86. Yeah, I know, Machine. Nobody else will. I do agree with that. But, I mean, they're not adventurous. When it comes to it, they're not adventurous. That's the whole point. You know, in order to understand, let me go back to this. In order to understand how your hardware works, you have to adventure into every piece of the software and see what it does and see how it works before you can decide to write off the GPU and say it's not for you. People, what they do is they only get through 20% of the software because they think the hardware is not working, and then they trade it off or they refund it or whatever because they feel it's not working, and then they find out 2 months down the road that they made the mistake by not checking all the software, because the hardware won't work without the software. You need the software to make the hardware work. So until you adventure in it, then you really don't know what you're getting into. All right, William. Well, we'll catch you when you get back there, brother. It's very playable, but it's still, they still haven't put everything to it. Machine, they still haven't put everything to it. They could have did a lot better if they did on 1080p, and they would have hit it with at least the transformer model, at least to show everybody that it works with the transformer model. They're just showing you 1080p at max quality. Why not put it at 1080p for performance? Why not? Why not run it at 2x frame generation? instead of running at 4x frame generation or even 1x frame generation. That means one extra frame. Or running on the CNN model. They didn't do none of that. And even though they got the drivers out for the 5050, which I have installed in my PC right now. That brings me to that good old question. Let me X out of this. I'm going to attempt this and see if it works. And you guys are probably wondering what I'm doing. Actually, I'm updating Steam. Let me make sure there's no downloads or anything else that I got to worry about. Nope. We're good. We're good. Shipload of coal. I have to look into that. Okay. Let's see. I switched you guys to monitor too. Let's hope we don't have any issues. Let's hope we don't have any issues. Well, we know how YouTube is. We got to limit our sounds. So, let's see. Yeah. Since I got the new drivers in, I wanted to test this out anyway. We'll keep that at medium. Convolutional network. I'm going to run that on performance. Frame generation is off. I'm going to run the rest on the low settings. Okay, so we got a quick game to reset it. So we'll get there. Like I said, we will get there. Since I updated the drivers, I wanted to see, and guys, stick with me on this. I wanted to see what the difference was, since nobody else usually does this. I wanted to see what it was like on this I'm testing in between the two to see what the difference is in the transformer model. I don't know. Machine, make sure you keep track of this because I'm not sure. Wow. As you guys can see, me running live streaming in this at the same time, I still don't get a bad FPS, but it definitely puts a lot of stress on my CPU. So, let's see, performance, no frame generation, 1080p. 135, max FPS is 164. And as you can see, 576.88 right here. Okay, bro. Let's go back to the settings. Transformer model. Still the same settings, still hasn't changed. Just transformer model. Now we'll find out. Now we'll see. Does it look any different? I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. My GPU usage is only like 45%. It's definitely showing bottleneck. This new driver definitely showing bottleneck. It's definitely showing the bottleneck. Alrighty. Let's change it around. Oh. Now we're kind of screwed. See. Let's see. There's a way to fix it. Don't worry, you guys, don't worry. There's a way to fix it. Oh, damn. Locked me out of the resolution, guys. Let's see. All I gotta do is restart Cyberpunk. We'll fix it. Well, I thought I fixed it. I thought I fixed it. I guess not. Yeah, it's too big. Oh well, I have to go into it later. I have to go into it later. I forgot how to reset that. Somebody told me how to reset that, and I forgot how to reset that. I have to remember because I forgot how to reset that one. I don't know why. Well, we can see that doesn't work. Okay, so yeah, I had it on the wrong windowed setting. It was supposed to be windowed, and it was supposed to be locked in, but obviously it didn't lock in, so I have to figure that out. Look, we all make mistakes, right? I mean, simple as that. I mean, we all make mistakes. It happens. So. Well. Let's see. now that I closed off Steam, let me see if I can go into the NVIDIA app. Cyberpunk. Hit optimize. Told you I would remember. Oh, that's right. You guys ain't seeing what I'm seeing. See right here? 1080p. Windowed. So that means when I turn on Cyberpunk, let's see what happens. See, now you guys can see why that I like the NVIDIA app, because if you get stuck like that, at least you can fix it. You know, that's the good thing. At least you got a backup plan. So now I got a backup plan. Well, I think we're on high and ultra. I don't like motion blur on. Well, we'll go medium. Okay. How about that? How's that right there? Why not just push it to the limit? Why not? So how's that for you there, machine? Is that good enough? There you go. I don't think it runs bad. Even close to 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Oh, okay. Well, that's with the transformer model. We'll try it like that. We'll try it. Path tracing. Oh. Oh. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. Had ray tracing on. So maybe turn off ray tracing. Or turn it back on and check it with the conventional. Let's just run it like this and see what happens. Yeah. So that way we get an idea of what the two is about. You got your old model and you got your new model. So well, I'm not really a big fan of the ray tracing, but from the way it looks like to me, that the old way was better than the new way. I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? Do you think the transformer model is running better than the conventional model? Hello, Cyborg. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. $3060 Ti will be faster than RTX 5050. Yeah. So, machine. What do you think? I have to look at the VRAM going back through the video, bro. Hey, Cyborg. Welcome back, man. But still, I still think this is give me better performance than the transformer model. I really think that. Any vodka left in your drink? Okay, no, man. Bro, this is water. I don't drink alcohol, dude. I don't drink alcohol. I can't. I take medication. I can't drink alcohol. So that's the difference between the two? Wow. That doesn't seem like a lot. $500 megabytes does not seem like a lot going between the transformer model and going between the convolutional model, neural network, the CNN. $500 megabytes? AA is for quitters. The new 9070 XT has new drivers and is a lot faster. Yeah, I seen that. I seen people talk about that. earlier today. I'm just looking at, you know, I'm the kind of guy, I'm putting myself in the consumer shoes. You know, I got what I got and I'm testing it out and making the best of it, even though that everybody might have $1,000, $1,500 in order to buy one of those newfangled cards. But when you don't have that kind of money, then you have to do with what you have. So you're saying the Transformer model's better than the CNN model, basically. I don't know. Oh, you're no. Oh, hell no. I can tell you right here, this is not going to work. In photo mode, they've already had problems in photo mode. But I'll tell you what, just for giggles, I'll turn on path tracing just for giggles. We'll start off at the beginning. We'll try it. $10 gigabytes, 10.5 gigabytes, or no, almost 10 gigabytes. I don't know. I think I got it too much balanced. I got this way balanced. I don't know. I know I see it. It's 9.5 gigabytes. I know I see it. The milliseconds, the latency is between 6 and 7. The FPS is not bad. I mean, wow. Yeah, obviously it does. Well, see, I'm not set up with those fangled 9800 X3Ds with them big old 6000 MT, you know, system RAM with 64 gigs of it and running me a X870E motherboard, you know, with all the fixings and trimmings. No. Yeah, I mean, I can't beat that. Now we can go and try the Transformer model. Let's see what the Transformer model does with path tracing. And guys, we are testing this new software, 576.88, that NVIDIA just put out yesterday, just to keep you guys up in the loop. just to keep you guys up in the loop. Said RAM got weird. They sell 96 gig kicks, dual 48 gigabyte modules on DDR5. Yeah, I know they're changing up the factor of, instead of using 32 gigabytes with 2 sticks, they want you to use 48 gigabytes with 2 sticks. For every stick is 24 gigabytes. Somewhere in there. Well, yeah, machine. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. The transformer model and path tracing don't mix. Yeah, it's 9.9. But if I turn all that happy crap off, guess where it'll be? Right down to 6. So if I wanted to make it look nice, I can turn all that on. I have that option. But if I want it just to be like an everyday Joe standard, you know, I'd turn that off there. You know, go over here, click that off right there. You know, I'll be nice enough to leave all this stuff right here, like that. Why not? And then just run it. Just like that. Oh yeah, it does. You'll see. You see, my FPS does absolutely the same. Isn't that weird? But now you'll see all the load brought back down to 9 gigs. I think it's balanced a little bit. So hey Dakota, good to see you, man. What we looking at today? Well, I told everybody that, you know, I wanted to see what the new drivers for NVIDIA were all about. I know they're set for the 5050. Let me bring you back up to speed so I'll bring everybody back up to speed. Let me poke that back in there. Okay. So I'm going to bring you back up to speed. What I'm doing is I'm testing Cyberpunk with the new drivers to see if it's going to give any hell or heaven, and see, what it really does. There are some rumors that the transformer model was supposed to lower the latency and lower the amount of VRAM usage. That's what we're testing out to see if it's going to do that. And what I think I need to do is fix this. Oh, let's see. Stream. That's fine. Output. Let's see. I'm back, by the way, guys. Okay. I'd turn that off. Okay. Now I'm back. Hopefully you guys can see me. Wave your hand. If you can see me, go, hey, we can see you. Hopefully everybody didn't go anywhere. It seems OBS was acting a little bit screwballish. So we had to fix it. All right. Let's go back into this and get this kind of set up out of the way. Okay, so I'm not happy with that. So we'll leave it on that. Okay. This right here. Okay, so. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna have to restart. Not the stream. Okay, now I know you guys can see me. Thank you there, Cyborg, for waving your hand. Okay. Quick game. Okay. Alrighty. I had to switch things around a little bit. So. Let's give it a little volume.
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood. Thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer dead.
Alrighty. Let's see. Settings. Graphics. Run Benchy. Hey, Chicken, good to see you, man. Have you noticed any improvements with the new driver? Well, I'm benchmarking the new driver right now as we speak. So have I noticed anything different? Maybe 500 megs of VRAM on the new Transformer model. But all in all, everything's pretty much the same as usual, same business. I mean, I really haven't noticed that. So good to see you too, man. So by me changing this around, see, the thing is this, guys. When it comes to right here, the anisotropy, I turn that all the way down because that does nothing but lag. I'll leave everything up just like this. Now, if I want to be adventurous, I could probably add ray tracing on psycho mode. Make sure that's down on 1. I'll run it just like that. We'll see. I mean, I'm just toying with this right now, guys. You know, everybody's asking me about the 576.88. I'm doing it right here. It's live. That put a lot of latency on it. A lot of latency. So, tell me what you think, guys. I mean, I just turned around and put a whole bunch of latency onto this. Not a lot, but I mean, 10 milliseconds, that's usually a little high for me. But no artifacting. Nada. No stuttering neither. Nada. I mean, if I don't want ray tracing, I don't need it on. You know, I can turn it off. Let's see. Let's see. AMD. I'm just going to try for giggles. DLSS frame generation. Let's do this. Let's see how bad it's gonna look like this. You want to be adventurous? We're going to be adventurous. I got to restart the game to do this. And yes, I'm going to try FSR 3 since I couldn't get FSR 4. So, and that's what sucks about this whole thing. You got to start over again. And that's what sucks. So, they got to fix that. I mean, the devs got to really crack down on that. Oh, it does? That's cool. All right, we'll try FSR 3 balance, man. We'll try it on balance. We'll try it. Yeah, buddy. I don't know. Oh, geez. You're right. I could see a couple shimmers. Oh, man. That's not good. Look at the fence when it goes out the door. Yeah, I seen that. I do agree. I guess they ain't worth it. Not on an NVIDIA GPU. So I guess everybody's saying, you know, yeah. So if we're looking at DLSS, so we're just going to we're going to leave frame generation off and run it as it is. I'm going to leave frame generation off. When I was using my RX 6800, I rarely used upscaling. I just used frame generation. I mean, even without frame generation on, I don't see it that bad. I really don't. I mean, the 1% lows are looking good, you know. 1% lows are looking good, and it's running about almost, oh, it's at 1080p, so good damn. Ugh. Let's go back to settings. So, okay, let's do this. Let's just go ahead and close out of this. I'm going to go back to the main screen. I got my answer. I got my answer. There's nothing wrong with the drivers. So, this is the answer I was looking for. And I know everybody else was looking for the same answer too. If there is actually a problem, if there's actually a problem with the drivers, and I know a lot of people were looking about that. No, there's no problem with the drivers. So, okay, back to the main screen, guys. Okay, this is what we found out. It is just a test to see if the drivers were going to act up on 576.88, which they did not. Now, keep in mind, I'm running a Ryzen 7 5700X. I'm running a B550 motherboard. I'm using 32 microtransfer RAM, 64 gigs though. A decent SSD. So, and I'm running the RTX 4070. And I tried it with the new drivers. I didn't see an issue with the new drivers. As I took you guys along, going through different variations and everything else, did not see a problem. So, except for when I went to used AMD software, it kind of, like Machine said, there was kind of a problem there. It was kind of shimmering a little bit, you know, like a little artifacting. So I do agree with him on that, but the DLSS looks great. I don't see any problem with it. You guys leave your comment. Tell me what you think. You know, I showed you what was going on with the drivers, and I can tell you I don't see a problem with them. You know, I don't know if they sorted it out on the 50 series or not. They probably did. Hopefully they did. But it's a win-win situation right now. If you guys are wondering, it's a win-win situation with the drivers. So I don't know what everybody keeps doing to their system, but it doesn't seem to be working. You know, I mean, I could change everything up and get 4K. I know it's 1080p on 4K. But it still works, and it comes out really good. I messed up somewhere on the settings. I'll fix it and we'll go through that again. I'll tell you how I fixed it, but I know it's in one of the settings, so all I got to do is reset it. So, but now with the 50/50, that's a risk you're going to have to take if you want to buy a new GPU and for $250. That's what we didn't see. We seen everything else, but we didn't see the pricing. That's where we need to see the pricing. So I think let's go back to the action screen and move my big head out of the way too. There we go. So now I got my big head out of the way. Let's go to Newegg. Let's go to Newegg and see what they got cooking on the 50/50. RTX 50/50. Oh, out of stock. $250 out of stock. Out of stock. Auto notify. Wow. Release date. Here's the release date. So this is telling me that's with the 50/50, but that's on the 11th. That's on the 11th. But that's already released. Out of stock. Out of stock. Out of stock. That's not out of stock. Oh, look. You get a GPU holder. Oh my God, you get a GPU holder with the price. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense there, machine. They got the drivers out. What are you supposed to do? Did you test the drivers? Obviously, that's what we did. Is it going to work with the 50/50? We don't know. We have no clue. We have no idea if it's going to work with the 50/50. No idea. So, keeping that in mind, look at this, 5060 Ti. 5060 Ti. Oh boy. All right. One more shot. Let's go to Amazon. RTX. $3050, 400, $3050, 5090, 3060, 3050, 3050, 3060. Not one damn thing. At least I'm looking. At least I'm looking just in case. Just in case. 24 gigabytes DDR6. You can buy it used for $780. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Wasted the mad timing. Waste of mad timing. So you know what? I'm going to do this for giggles. I'm going to do this for shits and giggles. Let's see. The Yeston 3050 low profile and a 5600 low profile is what I use in with my Xeon desktop. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, as long as it games, right? That's what matters. Let's do this. Let's go to e-waste. eBay. 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 Let's see, RTX 5050. Wow. They got the 5050 laptops on here. Looks like they're cranking it out. Oh yeah, they're cranking it out. No. No. Bros. Scalper City. Look at this. 480. Yep. But it's here. Bro. There's another waifu. Special offer? I don't think so. 6800 XT. United Kingdom. No. Hell no. Wow. This got a 4050 in it. That has a Ryzen 5 8000 series processor with 32 gigabytes of system RAM. 1 terabyte hard drive SSD probably. Bros. Unbelievable. I'd rather go with something. If you're looking for a Slim Jim, this is an Optiplex 5050 small form factor. There's your 5050. And it's between 127 to 270 bucks. That's cheap for a 5050 small form factor. Oh my God. $4060 with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Nope. Oh, this is for this COD Bros right here. RX 6550M. Oh, come on. Unbelievable. This is the reason why I don't come over to e-waste. I mean eBay. It's vicious. Hello, Nausea. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Good stream, thanks. You're welcome anytime, anytime. That's exactly what I'm doing, using an e-waste machine. 2240 HP Xeon 1240 V6. Not bad. You might want to try the 1650 out, though. I think the 1650 V4. Somebody was saying something about that. So I'm not sure where they're referencing it about, but they're saying it was a pretty good thing. So let's see. More e-waste. One of these days I'm going to take a risk and I'm going to get something from eBay. You know, just to save for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. Let me get rid of that too. We don't need that. Oh my God, guys. Let's see. Okay, well, yeah, look into it there, AW Crow. Look into it. Somebody said the 1650 V4s are good, but, you know, anybody can say anything, and it's all smoke and mirrors. So, but you never know. Me, I got the 2650 V2. And if I really look at it, you know, that's what I used for that the live stream last week, I think, was the Xeon 2650 V2. That wasn't that bad, especially with the GTX 1650 and the amount of FPS I was getting, even running frame generation with and without. Wasn't too bad. So, and that's an 8-core 16-thread processor. I do want to try like a 16-core 32-thread Xeon and see what it's like. Some people say it's good for what was it? For content creating. That's what they were saying. So we will look into it. Chicken says, I think for what you play and do, your 4070 will be enough for the rest of your life. You think? Probably. Unless you upgrade your monitor. Well, actually, do I really have to? Do I really have to upgrade my monitor when I can use DSR? I'll get it to work right, believe it or not, but I've already tried it on 1440p and 4K, and I might be running 1080p monitors, but it still gives you the advantage of the tightening of the pixels. So, and it gives you a little bit more smoother, you know, how can I say it, the way it looks. You know what, I'm going to try this again. I do junk and low value purchases on eBay under 600. I don't trust it any above that. I don't blame you, because I don't make any purchases over $600 neither. So I do understand that revelation. So what I'm going to try now to do is I'm loading Steam back up again. Yes, I know. And I'm going to take, and I'm going to load Cyberpunk back again. I know. I know I've done this before, so we're going to do it again. Guys, just stick with me. We're going to try this again. And the reason why I use Cyberpunk, because it's great on visuals. You know, it'll let you know if there's a problem. So that's the good thing. This is one game that I see that is very intensive. Let's see. Windowed at 1080p. Okay. There we go. Now we're in the balance, guys. Now we're in the balance. Okay, now I figured out what it was. It wasn't windowed, it was full screen. My bad. So let's go back to the monitor again. See right here? See, now we're on 4K. Now let's go back to the graphics. That's perfect. Run the benchmark. Let's see what happens. I know we went backwards, but guys, I had to. And you'll see how small this is. And now, looks like I'm only running 8.2 gigs of VRAM. And I'm only using 50% of the CPU. And I'm using a whole 100% of the GPU. So you guys telling me, does it look bad? I think this is just the 2077. This is just a benchmark on the 2077, the first one, I guess. So as you guys can see right here, I'm in DSR mode, 4K. It's not too bad. I don't know about the new Crisis. Not sure. Okay, so instead of that, we can go down to 1440p. V-Sync's off. No maximum FPS. Still the same thing on the transformer model. Still unbalanced. So, it's not too bad. Not too bad. You guys tell me what you think. I mean, now we're on 1440p. I don't think it's too bad. I do not think it's too bad at all. We're still using the same drivers, 576.88. Nothing's changed. I mean, we're getting decent 1% lows. I mean, even the 0.1% lows are looking good. So that just that little change that I did made it run even better. So you guys are the judge and jury. You tell me. So I look at it. It's on DLSS quality balanced. You know. So I like it. So that means when I play the game, I'm set. Yep. So that's what I was looking for. But anyway, guys, your opinion is valued here. So that's the reason why I ask you guys, is because you might see things I don't see. And if you do see it, let me know. So, anywho. Alright, guys. I can tell you, I see no problem with the drivers. The newest driver's been put out. I see no problem with it. On the 40 series, I'll make that point clear. On the 40 series, 50 series, I don't know, because I don't have a 50 series card to tell you. But the 40 series, I can tell you, it's just fine. I don't see a problem with it. It all looks good to you, machine? Yeah, it does me too, man. I mean, except FSR, yeah. I do agree with that. Well, my system's not really set for FSR. It's DLSS or nothing. So, it just is what it is. But anyway, guys, I did give you 2 hours of what I think about the 50-50. Number one, that's your choice. If you want to buy it, that's up to you. You make that choice if you want to buy it. And I froze again. Oh, yeah. I cannot believe that. Alrighty, just a little bit of a hiccup on the stream. We'll get it going, because I know my camera is becoming a pain in the butt. right? I'll let this catch back up on the stream. So my camera has become a pain in the butt. It keeps freezing and freezing. So I'm going to go ahead and call it right here, guys. And I do appreciate you guys sticking with me through the thick and thin tonight. You know, I think I will stick with my super. It is a tough call, but sacrifices have to be made. Yeah, I do agree with you, Machine, 100%. But anyway, guys, before I get into any more hiccups or anything with the live streaming, it must be something going on the inner boob. Who knows? So I can tell you the 50-50 right now. It's a good budget card. That's what you can afford if you can get your hands on it right now. But if you can't, do remember there are other cards out there, like your B580. You got your 5060 Ti, 16 gigabytes. You know, you got a 4060 Ti, 16 gigabyte. You know, you got many different cards out there. Those are just wild examples. But anyway, if you enjoyed being here with us on this live stream, then hit the subscribe button. Don't forget about the like button, because with live streaming, we do have a like button. And don't forget about the notification bell. If you turn it on, you'll know when I post the next video. So, you guys have a great evening. You be safe out there, because you know the world's getting crazy. But until the next time and the next video, you know it is. We'll see you on the next one.